Hi, it's G from Native Speakers Academy. The mist is low and the trees are beginning their autumn transformations. A beautiful patchwork of green and gold. And it's raining. Only happy when it rains. Only smiling when you want something. Paint your face to hide the pain. And from tired eyes the tears come running. Maybe tomorrow, who's to say? Maybe tomorrow will be a better, brighter day. Yeah, lyrics. To be lyrical. Life as a song, as a musical, as a muse. As a movie. As a construct of the soul, an animation. Wouldn't it be great if you could dance through life just like it was a musical? Good morning, we slept the whole night through. Good morning to you and you and you. See, can't sing. Absolutely can't sing. I can scream, I can shout, I can growl, I can mumble, but I can't sing. Which is weird because I've been in about 10 different bands. If music be the food of life, then play on. Or is it sing on? I don't know. It's wonderful to be creative, to be part of creation. It's humanizing to be creative. Think of the way that children paint pictures or draw with crayons on a road or a pavement. The way that anything can be anything that you want it to be. You can be anything you want to be, just turn yourself and be free with your tempo. There's a huge part of my childhood right there. Being in bands was a bizarre experience. And what are you doing? Where are you going? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to achieve? Why are you doing it? What is the purpose? I never worked that one out. Except the girls like guys in bands. Which makes no sense. sense. I guess it's the idolatry, the cult worship of something. The attraction to a leader, an actor, a man on the stage, a man with a mic, a man with power, a man with influence. It's funny how so many people have so much to say until you give them a microphone. And then they dry up like a desert well. And it's always the artists that are left to transform society, to point out the obvious. Whether you're a musician like Frank Zappa, or an artist like Andy Warhol, or a dancer like Gene Kelly. It was always left to the artists to state the obvious and point out what was right and what was wrong about the world around us. So, if I can personalize it all, when I lived in London, I had at least 2 independent bands. And then I moved to Slovakia. Get away from all of that stuff. Why move to Slovakia from London? London has everything. When you're tired of London, you're tired of life. The Rhine in Spain falls mainly on the plain. Rhine in Spain. Whatever. Was My Fair Lady set in London? I'm not sure. George Bernard Shaw was an interesting man, that's for sure. I think there's even some video interviews with him. Those are enlightening. Why move from London to Slovakia? Why not? Move from everything to nothing. And perhaps everything is nothing and nothing is everything. How do we know? You don't know until you have the experience. So you move to Slovakia to see the world in a different way. And you end up joining an American country folk rock group. How bizarre is that? Singing songs about beer, food, and girls. It's fun, at least. This is something constructive to do with your time. I don't know how many artists, if there was no art, they'd just be like drug addicts. Perhaps art itself is a drug. Perhaps the two things are intertwined. See the Beatles, Sgt. Pepper, or any of the music by The Doors of Perception, Texas Big Rock, Morrison wrote some poetry books. I owned one of them at one point in time in the past when I lived in London and you could buy everything. There was a line in one of his poems, and I think he was writing about the Kennedy assassination. Could be wrong. I might just be adding that into history. But he wrote, "The sniper kills with injurious vision." What a fantastic line. The sniper kills with injurious vision. Wow. No wonder the Doors were as iconic as they were. All part of the experimental beat. The Kerouac, Ginsberg, Ferengeti history that nobody here knows anything about, of course. The American Trinity of Love, Dean, Brando, and Presley. How they were all used and abused. Dean died in a car wreck. Brando just got fat. And Presley became a drug addict. I love those Presley musicals. I know they're so cheesy. Cheesy. I'm talking about cheesy. Cheese. Like, kind of cliched. But that was his style, right? Tongue in cheek. Tongue in cheek. I'm pretty sure they had a lot of fun making those. Like, he got paid $1 million a musical sometimes. Not bad, is it? $1 million for a month's work. Less than a month, probably. There were a few good ones, though. Speedway was a happy film. Married up Presley with Frank Sinatra's daughter, Nancy. What a great team. What a great team. Great singers as well. Great singers. Great singers with great songs. What do you think about this band and that band? You know, everybody has something great inside of themselves. Everyone has something great. Human talent, potential, it's absolutely limitless. Every band has good songs and bad songs. That's the fantastic thing about the modern age. Our ability to make choices. Like you can find a music album that you like, and you can take the songs and make your own compilations from them. You can reorder the songs. You can be selective, which is kind of cool, which I like to do. I like to listen to an album, find the songs that I like, take them off, and then just listen to those songs and appreciate them. Of course, the downside is that songs don't grow on you as you listen to them more. And sometimes we do need things to grow on us slowly. It's not always love at first sight. I remember the Alice in Chains album, Dirt. It's funny because I was in a coffee house the other day, and I was paying for the coffee, and and in the background was playing Alice in Chains, and it was like I was suddenly back 20 years ago. Like my first year at university, I remember I bought the cassette. It was a tape cassette. I bought the cassette of this album, which everyone had said was fantastic, and in all the magazines which I read, it got perfect reviews, and so I bought it. And the first time I listened to it, I think it sounded like a group of people being dragged by elephants backwards through a large pool of mud. I think that was how I would describe it. Hence the title Dirt. But I thought there must be more here, because if everyone is saying that it's great, there must be something that I'm missing. What a classic mistake. Maybe not. And so I listened and I listened and I listened, and then I got it. It was like practicing. It was like listening was practicing, and then it clicks. You understand what it is that they're trying to do, what it is that they're trying to say. And there I was paying for coffee the other day, and the song is playing in the background. Here they come to snuff the rooster. Yeah. And then I started to think about the song and what I knew about the song and how the song was about the singer's father, who was a soldier in Vietnam, and I don't even know how I know all that. All of this information that forms us, that is buried deep in the annuals of our mind. So I ended up in a country group. I then ended up in a punk band. I then ended up in a death metal band, where I was told my lyrics were too political and things needed to be darker. You've got to see the funny side of that. We must wear black. With guys black. Okay. You want darker? Oh, you want darker? Okay. Darker, yeah. Oh my god. We had a song called No Democracy, which I quite liked. No, we can't have any political songs. We have to make it darker. So No Democracy became Bleeding Profusely. I was quite proud of that. Those were the days. Somebody somewhere's got videos of that stuff. Somebody somewhere. I wonder what happened to it all. Then I ended up producing some albums, and I ended up in a folk indie rock band. And then I ended up in a sort of noise alternative jazz metal thing, which was kind of weird because we didn't have any songs, and I know that's going to sound just ridiculous, but it's I swear it's the truth. We had no songs. We would get on stage and just play whatever came into our heads. You know, the things you do when you're young, and younger, and you don't think about it, and then you realize later on how easy it was to do something incredible which you maybe couldn't do now, like to get on stage in front of maybe 100 people and not have any songs, and get up and be confident and play and sing. I think we all perform miracles every day. We just ride the wave of the miracle as if it's not a miracle at all. It's just as if it's just what we do. You know, the miracle is not something that is unique and happens once. The miracle is the constant things that we do in our life, in our existence. We all have the potential to perform miracles. And we don't realize the miracle is a miracle when it's a miracle. It either takes somebody else to point that out to us, or we realize when we grow at a later date, at a later time. But musicals, the song and dance of life, which is what life should be. Life should be an endless opportunity to break into song, to have a light heart, and to always be able to express exactly